Home sweet home. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I had a good time camping. Man, I'll tell you guys what. This new screen, it's going to take some getting used to for me here. I'll tell you what. Definitely used to the old cracked, blurry screen. Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you. Definitely nice to be home. Although I really did enjoy glamping. In fact, I know that somewhere down the road in my life, glamping will be a part of that life at some point. Buckstop Studio, how you guys doing today? I know you guys are going to be putting in some work this week. So, I'll tell you what. I don't even know where to begin with this kind of crazy. So, there's, I don't even know where to begin with it. There's just a lot that's, when you're dealing with people that, how do you explain it? When you're dealing with people that are of a certain caliber, not the sharpest tools in the shed, a few fries short of a Happy Meal, you know, a couple sandwiches short of a picnic basket. They tend to think that you can be affected in ways that would affect them. Does this make sense to anybody? So, they've got their methods, but I don't think they realize that it doesn't work against somebody that does not care about the made-up drama over social media. You know, instead of turning their attention towards me, that fraud out of New York, turn their attention towards somebody else. Now, I want to re-emphasize this. If it's not me, then who? You know what I mean? It's got to be somebody that is on their target list. And the best way to describe it to the audience is that these people, when they start up, of course, they're on the good side. They're the good people. They're fighting injustice, and they one of the telltale signs that you're dealing with a fraud. And I'm going to tell you this. I learned this a few years ago. I'll save you guys the headache of having to learn this on your own. They start these groups called the Justice Leagues, and everybody's a different superhero character. And oh, you're the Incredible Hulk. You're Batman. Oh, you're Superman. You're Wonder Woman. Of course, you know, you can tell a lot about the dynamics of a person by who they perceive them to be in the superhero world. And, you know, this current Justice League, hey Mom, how you doing? This current Justice League is run by a woman who claims to be Wonder Woman. Now, they need villains, okay? They need villains. By definition, in order for them to be heroes, they need to have villains. And so, anybody, and I mean anybody, that publicly disagrees with Wonder Woman gets strung up and put into the category of villain. And then you look at them in their most honest moments, and you go, this is a superhero? This is somebody that's out there saving children? It just baffles my mind. So Wonder Woman attacks somebody else this weekend, and again, it's like, I need a better word than wonder. As in, I wonder if she has half a brain going through her. Anyways. Hey, how's it going, Indiana Grandma? Well, if she's actually here. Listen, Wonder Woman. I don't know how, I can't actually say your name. I agreed to it. But you know damn well. So, It's a wonder to me, and a wonder to many other people, how you just look at yourself in the mirror, what mantras you have to tell yourself in order to continue to think that people buy your shit. So, by definition, for that person to put people into the category of villain just because they disagree, there is no like agreeing to disagree. There is no, all right, hey, I don't think you should do it that way, but hey, you're licensed, but you're actually not. It'd be one thing if you were licensed to do that, and even then I'd question why you do what you do. But you're not. And it just baffles the crap out of me. And I mean, you don't think that she doesn't have her network of people? Literally, you guys, I was camping with my family this weekend, and there are Facebook pages, networks of people that are out there saying that my children are in danger. Think about that. Think about that. They are safe with their grandparents, with their mom, with me. They're having a good time. And they're posting messages on social media for people to actually call my family members and show concern for their safety and well-being. That's how they do this. Exposing their behaviors is what I said I've been doing for years now. So, they just met somebody that just doesn't care about their opinion of me personally, because once I start to blow the whistle on their fraud, their opinion of me is irrelevant. So they've tried the whole I know you are, but what am I? They've tried the whole sticks and stones may break my bones. But at the end of the day, I literally sit here and I tell you guys, you don't pay my bills. You don't buy my root beer. You don't pay for my smokes. You don't put gas in my Jimmy. I don't sell out to fraud. I don't play nice to it. And at the end of the day, I don't care how many people are watching. I have my opinions. You're never going to change them. My mom will tell you, I'm pretty stubborn once I get set in my ways. Yeah, I know. So like I said, I'm not even advocating for her to have her family or anything like that. Like I'm telling anybody, if you care about stopping fraud, report it to the appropriate people. But I'm not sitting here trying to actively engage and conspire with people to do that. She does that behavior. And when that comes out in the woodworks, like I said, she needs a prosecutor to look into this, is what happens. She needs a prosecutor to look into her organization. Because like I said, but I've already contacted what I can contact. I don't contact CPS or anything like that. I don't play those games. They do, but I don't. And like I said, that's all they're going to do. That's what they tried to do while I've been away on Facebook, claiming that I'm taken down because of them. That's a lie. I was taken down because Buckstop Studio posted Seinfeld, and I played a 4-minute clip of it, and I didn't have the rights to it. That's it. That was my third strike for copyright. So, there they are. Ooh, yay, we took down CJ. What are you guys going to do when I come back to Facebook Live and I say that there, and you guys look like a bunch of idiots again? Not that that's an abnormal thing for you guys. Well, it's not your fault that you posted it. It's my fault that I played it. So, if I wouldn't have played that video clip, then I'd still be on Facebook. That's true. So they're out there saying, oh, we took down the horrible bully on the internet, CJ. You didn't take down the bully, CJ. You motivated me. In fact, inside my house right now is a green screen. I'm going to go set that up. I'm going to go start playing with the software. I'm going to go start setting up my platform for how it's going to look once I stop doing these morning broadcasts and I start focusing in on doing an actual show with an idea to it, with a premise. So that way, when I expose you frauds for what you were last week's episode. I don't give a shit anymore. So like I said, I'm already not saying your names for a reason, because I've already talked to the right people. But at the end of the day, I'm still trying to keep people ahead of the of the learning curve here, because like I said, there's many different groups. It's not just this one group. There are many other groups that are organizing to conspire to do these things. So this is just so happens to be the one that was in my sights because they'd raised the most alarm bells for my network of people. Now, the other issue I want to get to is I know John Anderson's not in jail today. And I will say his name because, again, the man did not deserve to go to jail. In fact, the people that were gaslighting and conspiring to have his child taken from him, they're the ones that deserve the jail cells. You know, you can't sit there and provoke someone and threaten to have their child taken from them and then go, oh, we're the victims here. No, no, no. Everybody else saw it. The way I compare it to is, it's like in wrestling. When you're watching two wrestlers go at it and one of them gives them a low blow, but the ref didn't see it, but the whole audience saw it. Yeah, we're the whole audience, and we watched what people did to John Anderson. So many frauds, so little time. Yeah, amen, Kim. Again. Amen. Oof, root beer. Does the body good. But I had a great time with my family, just sitting up there, just chilling and relaxing and hanging out and cooking and eating and napping. Boy, did I get some good napping in. I'll tell you what. I feel so refreshed. You know, I didn't sit there and worry so much about this. I did get a few messages from people that I've been tracking what they've been going through. And so I was able to respond a little bit, but service is crappy. And so I will be getting back to a few of you guys. If you haven't already added me on Google Hangouts, that's the best way to get a hold of me right now because, you know, I can't respond on Facebook Messenger. So you actually have to kind of, you know how to reach out to somebody if you're going to reach out to them, because I can read your Facebook message, but I can't respond to it. So I can't even make Facebook phone calls, which is stupid. I can actually, I guess, receive incoming calls, but there's a whole stupidity behind that too. So I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm really liking the screen. I got that phone. I also got one of these JBL speakers. These things right here are well worth it. This thing will give you music, the whole campsite, bass, everything. Definitely recommend one of these if you're going camping or glamping. But yeah, the girls had a good time. They got to go in the lake and hang out with Pepe and Meme, and you know, it's a good time. It's a good time. So, definitely not used to this clear screen, though. Should I go back to my blurry screen, where it's all fuzzy and you can hardly see things? We had a huge debate over my concealed weapon permit, because it says I'm retired on my concealed weapon permit. I need to find a job that will get me out of retirement. So if anybody's hiring out there, a good paying job, please let me know. Definitely looking at trying to come out of retirement. Maybe there'll be a few options on the table. So I know that you guys, if you haven't checked out Buck Stop Studio yet, please go ahead and give them a thumbs up and check them out on YouTube as well as Facebook. And you know, it's funny to me, those frauds over there in Facebook land think that I'm running the circus show over there, and it's, you know, personally, I wouldn't want to. The amount of work that I know they have to do, if I had to listen to all those people's voices, You guys are doing the work of angels. Oh, all working against demons. Yeah, all the kids are out here running around. It's a nice day out. It's a pretty nice day out. I mean, again, it's just, what do you do? I mean, I don't even know where to go from here, you guys. Like, it's, I mean, in my world, it's, you think I should go into law enforcement? Funny story. You know, out here in the middle of nowhere, it might be easier to get into that kind of work. Anna! You definitely have to know the rights of the people, though. Maybe I should try to become a federal prosecutor. That's a joke. That's a joke. You guys watch a guy by the name of John Oliver? Sometimes I'll catch his videos on YouTube. He talks about the problem with prosecutors in this country, and I try to tell people, when you're dealing with admiralty law, which is, again, a form of jurisdiction that is, it's in the Constitution, but it's not meant to be the overall law of the land. It means law of the sea, admiralty law. And our courts are currently operating underneath that, under the executive branch, which means we're technically under martial law, but the mainstream just doesn't want to tell us that because, again, there goes your country. And so what ended up happening is that these prosecutors, there's 2,500 federal prosecutors, and they are all, they're the ones that decide who gets charged and when and this, that, and the other, and they talk about the corruption in it. So I definitely would suggest that people would go and check that out because it's definitely a problem. And especially when you're dealing with the fact that these prosecutors, their job is to say you're guilty no matter what, which is actually the foundation of admiralty law. Guilty before innocent is actually a foundation principle in admiralty law. So definitely still have a lot of learning curve to do. But my new series that I'm going to come out with, we're going to talk about these things in some very cool ways, in a new format that, like I said, it's going to be hard for them to counter what I'm doing because I'm just going to provide you the actual factual data that shows this. And like I said, this government has to admit the crimes against the people. But if it does, our country will collapse overnight. I guarantee it. Because it's not just one fraud in New York or this group over there in Arizona or that group over there in Florida. It's actually the environment created when there's a dishonest mainstream media. When our schools don't teach us the facts that we're all equity slaves, you just kind of got to discover that throughout your own course of life. Don't get me wrong, you're free to go glamping. Just better make sure you pay the government first. So. But I missed you guys. It was fun. Like I said, I definitely want to go glamping again soon. So, you know, we'll have ourselves another glamping session at some point, I'm sure. But until then, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this computer set up. I'm going to get my green screen set up. I'm going to play around with some formats and how I want to do things, and then we'll go from there. So, a private investigator. Listen, I don't know what it takes to be one of those, but like I said, I'm open to all career options at this point. So, but the pay's got to be worth it. Like I said, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. I've been doing what I do and teaching people about this government for free for years now. So, and there have been some people that have learned some things. I assure you that much. So, but anyways, you guys, I hope you guys have a good day or don't. I'm home, so again, if you need to reach me, find me on Google Hangouts. That is probably the best way to find me at the moment if you need me. If you don't need anything from me, leave me alone. If you want to start shit with me, I will end the shit, I promise you. So to that fraud over there in New York, Your time will come. Don't worry. Your fraud is being exposed, and that's what it is. So, I will not be saying your name moving forward, but like I said, it's coming. Anybody else got anything before I go? So, yeah. A car and a camera, huh? That's all you need to be a private investigator? PICJ. The world would not be ready. I do gotta go check out your latest videos, Buckstop Studio. I gotta download Facebook again, because I can still see Facebook. I just can't interact. But definitely did see a few videos from yesterday. So when I had my little going to town, I loaded it up, checked it out. So, but yeah, anybody else got anything before I go? It's a good one. Yeah, right. Well, you guys have a good day or don't. Choice is always yours. I'll be back a little later tonight. Gonna go get this green screen set up. Gonna go get my computer all ready to go, and I'm gonna play with it. Maybe I'll go on the moon. You guys, I might come broadcast live from the moon, you know? Anyways, all right, we'll see you guys later.